My name is Andrea. I am the marketing director at Maman. We've had a really busy past year. We've been opening a lot of locations, a few of them outside of the city, a few of them within New York. We've opened in Long Island City, in DC, PA, Princeton, New Jersey, as well as doing a lot of brand partnerships and launching a new website as well. Some of our growth has been, just so positive and so amazing, just working with amazing brands doing partnerships like Emily in Paris and Sakara and Array, doing a lot of fun food and beverage activations and things like that. And then, we've been working on kind of digitizing things, which is where Lunchbox comes into play a lot. We are so kind of old school in a lot of ways, and we were so kind of nervous to do QR codes and all the digital things, but we've really been embracing that as we grow. It's such a crucial part to be able to expand the brand and everything. So Maman was founded by Ben and Elisa. They always had this dream of opening this bakery and cafe and really being inspired by their parents, kind of growing up in the kitchen with their moms and dads and family members, baking their grandmother's cookies and, their dad's roast chicken and things like that. So the story really kind of comes together as them just being inspired by that and wanting to really create a home away from home, especially in a lot of the cities that we're in. There's a lot of people don't have any friends or family in the area, so we wanted to create a space that really felt like it could be your home away from home. So that was kind of their original dream, and really has kind of shown through all the locations that we've opened even today. Just with the rustic wooden tables and the smell of freshly baked cookies and things like that. So there's a lot of important aspects and brand signatures that we have that you'll always see no matter what location you go to. Yeah, so I would say those are definitely two huge aspects of my life, and I think when I originally heard the story of Maman and the inspiration behind that just resonated with me a lot. I grew up also baking with my mom and cooking with my dad, making bruschetta and scones and everything in between. So when I heard that story, it just really resonated with me. And so I think that's really helped me kind of, having a love for food, being able to incorporate that in every aspect of our branding and our marketing, because that's at our core who we are. So, doing partnerships with brands, making custom drinks and working with our beverage director, kind of create special items like that, as well as our pastry chef, and just kind of letting their creativity shine as well. I love that aspect of it, just getting to work with different brands and different members of our team to kind of bring this cohesive vision together. I started with Maman about 7.5 years ago, which feels like forever. And I had moved to the city without a job, and I figured I'd find something when I got here. I was applying to jobs all over, and my sister was like, "You should apply to that cafe we went to one time, just make some friends, pay your rent, just start to meet people," because I wasn't really getting any bites in the marketing jobs I was applying to. So I ended up applying to work for Maman, and my first day was our opening day at our Tribeca location, which was our second New York City location. And so, as I'm working there every morning with Caitlin, who's actually now our beverage director, we would open every morning at the counter together. And, I really would see our owners just kind of running around doing every aspect of everything. And I could really tell them hey, I think maybe they could use an extra hand, and maybe they could let me, do some of their marketing. So I basically, I finally got another job offer, and I was like, wait, I'm gonna do this job offer description, but for Maman. So I basically, I called up my sister, and she was like, come over, we're putting together a presentation. So I put together this deck of, what I would bring to the table for Maman and why they should hire me to help do their marketing. And I met with the owners the next day and kind of pitched that to them, and super fortunate that they said yes and kind of took a chance on me. And here we are 7.5 years later. Yeah, so I would say Instagram is definitely our biggest platform where we have most of our followers. So that's been a really amazing tool for us to use with our marketing. And we've been so fortunate to have so many customers from near and far. We get messages from people all around the world, making a trip to New York and wanting to stop in at Maman, and it's such a special way to be a part of people's lives. So we've really leaned on our community there to, they've really been helping us spread the word in a way too, tagging a friend or sending one of our photos of the cafe to one of their friends, hey, we need to meet up here next time we come to the city. So that organic word of mouth marketing via social has been so big for us. And, we really use our Instagram community as well to do a lot of announcements in terms of like sneak peeks of new locations coming up and new menu items, or even asking our community for feedback as well. We'll do a lot of like interactive stories and posts where we really want to kind of like get their feedback as well. So we really seek to be a part of our customers' lives in so many ways. We really want to be more than just the spot where they come to grab their coffee in the morning. We want to be a part of their life in ways that, we want to be the place they bring their coworker for lunch and then bring their best friend on the weekend for brunch. As well as with our catering and events too. We have so many customers that we've been a part of their engagement party and their intimate wedding, or their baby's first birthday and then their next child's birthday and things like that. So it's been a really special way to kind of be a part of our customers' lives. So that's one way that we really seek to stand out. And another aspect that is one of my favorite aspects of my job is partnerships. So just getting to be able to work with brands in like the fashion world or wellness or beauty, and just kind of being able to kind of like bridge the gap between the two. Food and beverage, really brings people together, and it's something that everyone loves and needs and just feels so comforted by. So we're able to do a lot of fun partnerships there with like custom drinks or pastries or catering special events and things like that. We are a little bit old school here. We love, handwritten recipes and like paper menus and things like that. So definitely, throughout COVID and just like as the world becomes more digital, that's definitely been an adjustment for us, which is like kind of funny to say because I feel like everyone's like QR codes and like digital everything. But I think for us, we never did QR code menus. I just like personally hate the feeling when you're like out at dinner or brunch and like everyone's on their phone and like to look at the menu. But it's something that we wanted to keep kind of like be able to keep on paper. So, we're sanitizing them and everything like that. But I think we started to kind of adapt, having QR codes, especially when we were launching Lunchbox. That's such an important way for people to be able to download the app. You don't want them to have to go through the extra steps of like opening the app store, typing in Maman, and then finding the app. So we were like, okay, QR codes on the A-frames outside of every store. So that's definitely been like a great way for us to be able to track like what method is most successful for us to be able to like gain new clients and new customers on our app. So that's been definitely a way that we have kind of adapted digitalization, as well as the app itself. It's never something that we had in years past, and kind of like working with Lunchbox on like how do we even do this and bring this to life has been a really incredible step of growth for us. So we were interested in having an app, and we started kind of like doing some research and everything. It just felt like a natural step of growth for us as we were opening many more locations and in different markets and things like that. And just with, people starting to come back to offices and just wanting to be able to be a more seamless part of people's day-to-day lives. Not everyone can like wait in line or has time to like dine in. So we wanted to be able to make sure that we weren't missing those customers, and we were able to, be able to have them place their order ahead of time, grab it and go. If that's what they needed to do, or catering for their offices. We wanted to just kind of make it an easier process for our customers. So Lunchbox was definitely an important step for that, and kind of like helped us bridge that gap with those customers. And I think, working with the team that helped like onboard us, they really helped us through every step of the process. And it was such an easy decision for us because Lunchbox kind of like has this amazing template. And when we were looking at other clients that use Lunchbox, it feels so personalized that you almost can't tell. Like you can tell it's their branding and it's so them and so us for our brand. We have our customized fonts and our photos and logo and everything like that. But it's still, you can still tell there's like such a system behind it. With the loyalty program especially, it's been helpful for us to kind of have reward customers for coming in all the time. Before we didn't have a great way of being able to like thank our customers for coming in for coffee every morning of the week or bringing their friends for lunch every day. And when customers pay through the app, they're really able to kind of like rack up those loyalty points, and then we're able to be like, hey, here's $5 off your next order, or it's just your birthday, enjoy this treat on us, or things like that. So that's been super helpful for us just in terms of like retaining our customers and being able to kind of like give them thanks as we grow and expand. We are definitely going to continue some of the things that we've been doing. So some of those are, having a postcard with the app information, QR code to download, and sending people, sending those in all of the third-party order bags. just to give that extra touch, because a lot of customers might not know that we have the app, or, you know, we want to make sure that they're able to kind of like get that loyalty. And so that's been one method that we've been using, as well as just like signage in our stores, app pickup areas, which is kind of just a call out for people as they're waiting in line and they see people coming in to grab their item and go, and they're like, oh wait, maybe I should do that next time, to like be able to skip the line. So that's been great for us. And we're also looking to do a lot more like push notifications, just fun ways to kind of like give that little touch or nudge to people that we have, you know, an off menu item drink in our app that they could have, or, you know, specials that we might be doing. So those are definitely some ways that we're looking to kind of utilize that, as well as just like increase our loyalty and talk about our loyalty more. I think we have that amazing program built in Lunchbox, and I think we're going to try to like talk about that more and just like highlight some of the features and like why someone should take the time to download the app. We are definitely excited for Catering 2.1 and just like all of the updates that have been in the works from you guys from a long time. So we're definitely excited for kind of a more seamless experience for us on the back end, like operationally, as we update things, as well as for our customers. I especially love that it's going to be, you know, one URL that someone can go to and they can choose, okay, is this a in-store app order or is it a catering order? Because I think that will really help let our customers know that we have the catering aspect if maybe they weren't familiar with that. So I think that's going to be big for us, as well as just like the way that the orders flow through and that we're able to kind of utilize them on the back end and just kind of get them where they need to be is going to be really helpful. So we are constantly, you know, regularly kind of looking over our sales and kind of like what menu items have been performing well. We play around with the prioritization of where the items sit within our app. And we are definitely looking to kind of like really up our game in terms of how we are interacting with our customers. So through customer IO and through our email marketing, we're looking to kind of like create more of those flows to make sure someone hasn't ordered in a while, you know, give them a little nudge, give them a credit for their next order, or, you know, just checking in with customers more, you know, making sure that we're thanking them for their orders and for, you know, rewarding them on their birthday and things like that. We are all big Swifties here, and we decided to do, it was Elisa's idea, and she was like, oh my gosh, like there's a song called Lavender Haze, and we have a honey lavender latte, which is like one of our, you know, most loved lattes on our menu. And so we were like, okay, we're calling this the Lavender Haze Latte, and we are going to kind of like give it a featured placement, change the name, and really make it like a special moment in terms of like celebrating the launch of Midnights. And so we did like a video of it and relaunched it on our app. And so that was like a super fun way to kind of like drive traffic, people ordering on the app. That's the only place where it was listed like that, and just kind of like celebrating that moment as well. We are going to be growing a lot, you know, never a dull moment here. We always have a lot of projects going on in the works. So we are going to be opening in a few new markets that we are not currently in, which would be an exciting moment of growth for us and just a way to kind of expand our reach in places that customers have been asking for us to open in for years, which is always super fun to be able to do that. And then in terms of like our digital growth and, you know, utilizing our app, we are going to be doing, you'll see a lot more fun things on our app, maybe off-menu items, just more interactions digitally with our customers, as well as in-store pushes for, you know, seasonal drinks and ways to order on the app, ways to skip the line better, and just like fun ways to kind of celebrate our customers' day-to-day experience.